Hello everyone, welcome to the IAS Mentor. We are doing these videos as part of World History series. In this video, we are going to understand various factors behind French Revolution and what are the consequences of French Revolution for humanity. Like American Revolution, this is very important question from the UPSC point of view. Already question was also asked on this. One question is, what are the factors behind French Revolution? Another question is, there was a question, explain the impact of American Revolution and French Revolution in a different way, how the modern world was laid by American Revolution and French Revolution. That itself shows how important French Revolution in human history itself. This is the chapter which we are going to deal. Here you can see chapter number 7. As part of chapter number 7, French Revolution and consequence of it, immediate consequence, European Revolution also. In one video, we will see French Revolution. In second video, we will see European Revolutions. To understand French Revolution, again, standard format, causes and consequences. Two things we need to identify. First, to understand causes, we have to see how the society was there, why there is a revolution. When it comes to revolution, means something which is going to change enormously. It's like the political system before this event was something different, after this event something different. Society is something different, after this something different. Everything in every sphere of life, you are going to see revolutionary changes, which all of a sudden many things have changed in the socio-economic, political, religious level. That's what French Revolution is all about. Let us understand, in order to understand the causes, we need to understand the history of this area. Identify, this is the area. We are trying to understand causes. Why this occurred in 1789? It happened in 1789. Identify, this is close to Rome. In ancient and medieval times, what is the power of Rome? Rome power is its religious power, religion. The head of entire Christianity is called Pope, sits here. France is close to that power. Do you think, will they maintain enmity relation or will they maintain close connection? They are going to maintain very close connection. Because if a kingdom is protecting Pope, means automatically entire Christian world see France as the leader of Christianity faith. It need not to be, ruler of France need not to be a ruler of France people alone. He is going to get respect and command respect across Europe, across world, wherever Christianity faith is spread. That's why they want to be seen as protectors of faith. Protectors of faith. This very unique relationship that emerged. But again, ultimately their main motive is not to protect religion. The main motive is, in the name of protecting religion, they want political leadership. Political leadership. We have seen in previous video that how the Treaty of Westphalia emerged. European Reformation and continuous conflicts were taking place. In that, if you remember, entire Europe divided into two groups. One is Protestant group, another one is Catholic group. Catholicism means what Pope is propagating. Protestant means against the Pope principles, against the Roman Catholic Church principles. Now in that, now naturally France and Pope are in friendship to with each other. That means France is a leader of Catholic world. France official religion is also Catholic. But when it comes to this political development, in 30 years war, it has taken the side of Protestant. Protestants along with France fought against Catholic. Why? There is another power in Catholic Christianity world, that is Austria, known as Holy Roman Empire. Holy Roman Emperor. Now you see, In the name of religion, they are doing politics only. But earlier people were completely immersed in religion. People are afraid of God, afraid of sins, afraid of Pope, afraid of the kings who are supporting them. That's why they were not able to question them. Because if somebody questions, they are getting eliminated, they are chased, and they are burnt at stake, they were murdered. That's why all people were not having that much dare enough to question these practices. But in French Revolution, that's why it is called a revolution. But in French Revolution, people are going to attack church. People are going to attack the connection between king and religion. People are going to attack religious persecution. All of a sudden, entire French society has taken in a completely different turn in 1789. So one is, it shows when it comes to religion, kings were using religion and persecuting if they are following some other religion. So naturally, grievances are going to be accumulated within the French society. This is one angle. French and religion. France and religion, king and religion. Now, in order to promote these ideals, king must be very, very strong. If king is weak, then nobody will support the king. That's why king used to project their aura. What kind of mechanisms are there to project kings? They are very powerful. People should feel that king means he is very powerful. Nobody even can touch, no one can even dream to reach that position. That kind of aura kings used to maintain by controlling everything in the state, by controlling everything in the country, kingdom. How much tax should be laid? He will decide. Who is going to be the part of administration? He will decide. How much luxurious life, luxurious court he wanted, he only decide. To maintain that court, if he needs money, again, imposing taxes at his will. If he don't want to do any kind of administration, he will go for hunting in his will. If you want to take revenge on some kind of neighboring foreign kingdom, king, and he will go for war. He will mobilize the military for his own personal ego sake. Again, power. And he will say that I am the representative of God. If somebody questions that, and he will say, I am the representative of the God. Are you questioning the God? You are not questioning. Why you are questioning me? That's why divine rights. Divine rights means God only represented. God only given me mandate to rule you. If you question me, that means you are questioning the God. And in religion, if you question the God, death penalty. Getting it? King is a temporal. Temporal means in this world, he is ruling. Like any common person, he is also a common person. But this kind of ideas emerged during this time period only. Before that, in India also, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, by birth, people are not equal. In France society also, by birth, people are not equal. Some were very privileged, some were royal, some were poor people. Because God only, they have committed some sins. That's why God made them to born to be born as a poor person. Had they committed some kind of good virtues, had they committed some kind of good conduct, they would have born in royal family. So that kind of people believe. People were taking advantage of this ignorance. That's why they were commanding their people. The blind faith made common people bound in their own world. That's why there were some philosophers who used to say that by birth people are free, but after the birth everywhere is the chain. Religion is a chain. Divine rights, the kingship is a kind of chain. People cannot question king. Aristocracy, feudalism is a kind of chain. People are working for feudal lord and they are working hard, but they will not get any kind of benefit. That's how, when it comes to religion and politics mixed. Religion, divine rights, kings were very, very powerful. So two factors, could you get? Now let me write one by one. Then you will understand. Religion. Because every other institution is connected with religion. Let us start with the factors. What are the factors behind French Revolution? It happened in 1789. Religion. Number one. Religious persecutions. Religious persecutions. In France, Catholic Christianity is official. Catholic Christianity. But what about those who are following Judaism? Are they not people? They also speak French language only. They also paying the taxes to the king. They also abide by the law of the France. They also do not create any kind of disturbance. But still, when it comes to religion, because they are following different religion, they will not be treated equally. Catholic Christians get more priority, and when it comes to non-Catholic Christians, they will not get. What about Protestants? Protestants are seen as the rebels who are spoiling the unity among Christians. That's why they are getting threats and they are eliminated. One day people are going to become fed up with this kind of rules. And what about Muslims who are following? They may be minorities, but they were also French people only. Their life also equally important like Catholic Christian. This religious freedom was not there. So this is no religious freedom. When people revolted in France, the neighboring kingdom also started, the people of that kingdom also started comparing. And they could see our society also like French society only. In Holy Roman Empire itself, people are going to question. In France, when this revolted, the people within Holy Roman Empire also, they also started comparing. Why French people revolted? French people revolted against this kind of discrimination. And the Holy Roman Empire, people are seeing there also similar kind of discrimination. When French people could revolt, why not we? They also revolted. German people, they also revolted. Italian people, they also revolted. That's why French Revolution is like a deadly contagion that has changed the European history thereafter, after 1789. Because for the first time, the wars are not happening between kings and kings. Wars are happening now between people and the kings. Always people will win. Religion. You see, no religious freedom. And later in freedom fight also, in case of our Indian history, our Indian freedom fighters also got inspiration from them only. Here also, people are having, in the name of religion, people are attacking. And within religion also, there is something called different evils within the religion. Witch hunting. Witch hunting, blind faith, rituals, sacrifices. Now to reach God, who are going to get more priority in reaching the God, in reaching the heaven? Who will perform rituals and sacrifices? Can everybody do that? Poor people can do that. Poor people are hardly worried about this kind of rituals because they are not able to do. Economically, they are very poor, only rich people. So between, to reach God also, there is a discrimination between rich and poor. Rituals and sacrifice, same thing with respect to Indian society also, Chinese society also, everywhere. That's why it became a living legend. Everywhere people started comparing French Revolution causes. In their society also, similar kind of revolutions, people are going to revolt. This is religion. No freedom of religion, but in the name of religion, people are getting threatened. People are persecuted. If someone is saying a rational argument, scientific arguments, they are threatened, they are chased, burnt at stake. Publicly burnt in front of the church. This is how, when this kind of society was there, one day there is grievance among the people, one day it is going to burst out. Religion. Next, when it comes to political factors. Political factors. Political means what? King at the top. King. What is this king? He is known as monarch, and this monarch absolute. Means all powers in single hand. All powers in a single hand. What kind of law people should follow? He will decide. Who should be arrested? He will decide. Who is the judge? He only. Top of the judge. If there is grievance against a king only, can they get any kind of justice? No. Absolute powers. Arbitrary lawmaking. Whatever king thinks like what should be the taxation, 20%, 30%, 40%. On what basis he will decide? It is up to him. If he feels 50%, he will collect 50%. And if people don't pay 50% of the tax, what he will do? Absolute. He will send the army, massacre the villagers if someone violates this order. Absolute, arbitrary. There are various names for this. Despotic rule, despotism, this only. If anybody question monarch, either they will be vanished, imprisoned, or ruthlessly they were treated, like cutting off hands, cutting off heads, humiliating in front of everyone, mutilating their body organs, like this. Despotic rule. Everywhere like this only. That's why people are going to violently revolt. Next one. Divine kingship. On what basis he is doing all these atrocities means he will say, I am the representative of the God. Because by questioning me, you are questioning the God. Now God has given me mandate to punish you. Divine kingship. My family member got the mandate to rule. Only one of the family members only become the next ruler. Divine kingship. And Pope, religious people, church will come and bless them. This is how. Now when it comes to politics, this is one. Now, bureaucracy. Who will be there in bureaucracy? Aristocrats, nobles, priests, whoever having a good connection with the ruler, they used to enjoy. Feudal lords. Feudal lords. Traditionally, who were in the bureaucracy, they only will get positions. Common people will not get it. King, bureaucracy. Where are common people? No middle class. No common people in bureaucracy. And these posts, on what basis they will decide? Whoever pay more. Corruption. Whoever satisfy king wishes, they will become the next bureaucrat. They only become military leaders. They only become revenue collectors. They only become judges. They only become all the powerful people within the bureaucracy. Administrative. Next, political. Judiciary, arbitrary. People do not have any say in deciding what kind of judgment. And this judgment also, depending on social category, it will vary. Upper sections, a different law. Lower sections, different law. If there is a murder, if a common person commit murder, severe punishment. If upper section like aristocrat or priest, less punishment, sometimes no punishment, just by paying some money, remove. This is how judgment. No equality. No equality. So people have no freedom, no equal treatment, no brotherhood among the people. Always this kind of system created some kind of grievance within French society, political. Then revenue system, collecting arbitrarily, excessive revenue system. King collects certain tax. Then feudal lord at ground level collect some other tax. Church says, I am also need share in a church collection, separate tax. So peasants have to pay different kind of taxes to different section of the people. No common taxation, no rationality to impose this tax. That's why whatever savings are there with the peasants, now nothing is left. When it comes to disasters, like there is no rain, then from where common people get the food? No food. Famine, died millions. Whenever famine comes, common people died millions. One day, the upper section, upper layer of society is going to pay the price for it. That paying price only revolution. When there is no mechanism to address the grievance, then revolution only is the solution. Political, religious, we have seen. Society. What kind of society? One of the component in causes this one. The French society is divided like this. Hierarchical, no equal, hierarchical, no equality, no equality, hierarchical. This is known as clergy. This is known as nobility. This is known as common people. 90% of the people, more than 90%, this section, this is known as first estate. This is known as second estate. This is known as third estate. Third estate, all the people who are paying the taxes. But first two estates, no tax, tax exemption. But who is having the land? They only. Who is having the power? They only. Hard-working people, but no reward. Hard-working, but no reward. When time comes, they are going to revolt. Society, religious society. Now, in the name of religion, if somebody question them, in the name of religion, they are going to get persecution, threats. That's why these people, no freedom of speech, no freedom to express their grievances. In this, there is a section called middle class. Middle class were very aspirational. They are paying the tax, they are very hard-working class, they are paying the taxes also, but they are not given access to the higher status and higher levels of bureaucracy. That's where this middle class is going to create a revolution inside France. Social, done. Economic. What are the economic factors? Same thing already we have seen. It is agriculture. Peasants were there, but peasant tax burden. For king, for church, for feudal lord, they have to pay. When it comes to artisans, backward technology, their income is not growing. When it comes to traders, entire France divided into multiple segments, multiple taxes. Multiple taxes. That's why trade is not promoted, not flourished. They want to trade freely, no free trade. Everywhere restrictions, multiple taxes, not able to move from one region to the another region freely. That's where agriculture, artisan, traders, everyone having some kind of grievance. When famine came, when drought came, when rains failed, which section is going to pay the price? This section only, hard-working section. Because there is no savings, and the moment difficult times comes, they are not having any kind of savings, and they started suffering. Even many people died. Food also not available. Economic crisis. This is called financial crisis, economic crisis. When common people are suffering, even they are worried for the food. On what hand? On the other hand, what the other sections are doing? Royal family is doing luxury, living in luxury. There is a palace called Palace of Versailles. It is a little bit away from Paris. They used to stay there and they used to enjoy luxurious life, and they used to feast, they used to do games, they used to every day enjoy. But when it comes to common people, food, and common people are going to compare. When we are suffering, where is our king? Where is our royal family? They are not even supporting them. That's why they got so much angry against royal family. What about feudal lords? Feudal lords, they were exploiting the peasants. When peasants are suffering, feudal lords are not helping them. What about the priests? Priests are close to God. Now, within the church also, within the church corruption is there. Priests themselves are enjoying luxurious life, but when it comes to food, common people are not having. Very church is not able to help them. That's why they have seen, is there any utility of these institutions? One day they are going to break it. Economic financial crisis. Whenever there is a enmity with England, king used to declare war on England. And again, who will pay the tax for this war? Common people only. They supported in 30 years war. They were continuously fighting. They participated in 7 years war, Austrian succession war, American Revolutionary War. And on what basis they are doing? They have taken the loans and they are going, and these loans have to be paid by common people. Burden on common people. When France belongs to the common people are suffering. But everything was there for so many, even 100 years ago also this kind of situation, 200 years ago also situation. But why only 1789 means philosophers? The role of philosophers is intense. People like Voltaire. Voltaire attacked. What is the religion here? Catholic Christianity is in the name of serving the people. What they are doing? The institution itself became corrupt. If somebody is sinful, if they go to church, if they pay them more, and all the sins will be absolved through some rituals and sacrifices. Is it true religion? Popes were enjoying luxurious life when common people are suffering. But religion says very simple life and helping the others here, not even concerned about common people worries. Voltaire exposed these corruptions and hypocrisy within the religious system, ruthlessly attacked. With his contribution, many people started questioning the church institution itself. Next, Montesquieu. He told, when all the powers are having similar, if one person is controlling everything, then this kind of corruption takes place. Because everybody wants to meet king and king used to do whatever he wants to say. This kind of system should not be there. He gave the theory, separation of powers. Power should not be there in single hand. It should be divided into executive, legislature, and judiciary. Then Rousseau, another person. He is the one who told, first of all, this France nation belongs to people, not to the king, any kind of royal family, not to any kind of dynasty. This is not the private property of the any kind of dynasty. It is the people who are making nation, French nation. King is only just representing the people wishes. If king is not able to satisfy the people, then he don't have any right to stay there. It's not the God who will decide who is going to rule. It is the people who will decide who is going to rule. He told that is called social contract. Social contract. He is the one who told man is born free but everywhere is in chains. Through these institutions, everywhere common people were having chains. He wanted break these chains to get real liberty. This kind of philosophies encouraged people. Salons means gathering groups. In France, this kind of tradition created. People go there, like chit chat. They used to read newspaper. These ideas were written in newspapers. They used to study newspaper. They used to read books. Other people used to listen. Then everyone started questioning the existing social evils. They got enlightenment. This is called enlightenment philosophers. This is where before 1789, this kind of atmosphere created. Now, the stages. In the first stage, in 1789, there was rain failure for last 2 years. Drought is happening. Food have not there. Food riots took place. There was one prison was there called Bastille. July 14th, 1789. They went and they have blasted that prison. They released the prisoners also. That is known, that is a symbol of authoritarianism. They destroyed that authoritarianism. Food riots have taken place. They started attacking the institutions of people, institutions of public institutions. Then they started taking control the administration of Paris. It started with Paris. Paris inspired other people. Then in other regions also, other town, local areas also, this revolution started. They have taken the control of municipalities and administration. They started distributing the food for the common people. This way. In this, even king was also king, queen, royal family was also house arrested by the people. Now they are forcing to create a new kind of constitution. In 1789, king convened a state general. A state general means first, second, third estate, they come together, they take the decisions. But there is a discrimination in the voting system. 3 estates, 1, 3 votes only. But third estate told, we will not vote like that. You have to vote based on individuals. 1 vote, 1 person. But it is saying 1 estate, 1 vote. Always these 2 estates join hands. Always 2:1. Always whatever upper 2 estates say, their will always become the law. That's why they revolted. In 1789 it started. When king is supporting them, these people told, we will not be part of this, and really we are the real France. What is third estate means? It is the real France. Everyone is part of third estate. They wanted a constitution. They want a constitution. And they created a constitution. Now king also with this, on the ground level, these kind of riots are taking place. In the estate general, like a parliamentary type. And in fact, this parliament was not convened for more than 170 years. Now the people are so much angry. That's why king has given this chance. Now the third estate told, we are the real, and they have created one constitution also. They created constitution, constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchy. The moment constitutional monarchy came, here there were some people who were inspired by the French Revolution, inspired by American Revolution and philosophers. American Revolution, they have removed the king, they have declared republic. Here also in France, some radicals were there. They wanted, why this constitutional monarchy? Let us done away with the constitutional monarchy. We want a republic system. When these things are happening within France, here the monarch was Louis XVI at this time. He married a princess from Holy Roman Empire. Holy Roman Empire wanted to support Louis XVI. Louis XVI, one day he tried to escape from France under constitutional monarchy. Now in this, when constitutional monarchy crisis was going on the ground, what is happening? These people started attacking the feudal lords, and they have taken the land, feudal lords. They attacked the church and distributed the land among the people. Now these people are afraid, church people, priests and first 2 estates are afraid. They entered, they escaped to the neighboring kingdom. And even king also wanted to escape to the neighboring kingdom. Now people have seen all these people are anti-France, these are anti-national, let us execute them, let us punish them. A new kind of radical wing emerged, that is the second phase. Now the revolution is entering into second phase. In the first phase, now in 1789 it started, 1791 and 92, by this time period, constitutional monarchy was created, some rights were declared, where feudalism was removed, fundamental rights were given, freedom of religion is given. But when some people were demanding even this king also should go, meanwhile king himself has committed some mistake by escaping, trying to escape, but people caught him and they brought to the justice. The radicals now took the control of the France, and they decided that he is found guilty and he must be executed, and he was executed also. In the second stage, a republic system was declared. It became so extreme. Whoever is against equality, this is the slogan, liberty and fraternity. Whoever is against this, they were executed, killed immediately. Now, in the name of protecting revolution, they started killing many people. This is known as, in the French history, Reign of Terror. There was a leader called Robespierre. Under his leadership, they started doing like this. Now people are afraid. In the name of revolution, now more violence is taking place. The third phase, people vexed with this kind of violence, terror, a new system was created. New group took the power. That group is known as moderates directory. Something called directory, a new system emerged. But this directory is more corrupt. In the name of maintaining law and order, Now they collided with those people who gave money, and again corruption started. People again vexed. Meanwhile, when the king and queen executed Holy Roman Empire, queen is from Holy Roman Empire only. And now other kingdoms are also afraid that, like French, in their own kingdoms also, this kind of revolution will start. They started suppressing the people in their own kingdoms and wanted to destroy this new revolutionary government also. They wanted to impose once again old monarchy system so that they feel safe. The whole remaining, these people came together, the remaining kingdoms, surrounding kingdoms. This is revolution is going on. Here, priest went, feudal lords went. They are afraid, and they are telling to the other kings also, it is not going to stop in France. Even here also, this kind of revolution will start. It is better to stop them, to eliminate them. They all formed coalitions, and they started invading France, including United Kingdom also. Now, to protect this, army is the only solution. When army was continuously doing wars to protect a nation, one leader became very powerful. That leader is known as Napoleon. A normal, common person. Due to revolution, common people got the opportunity. Merit system entered into the system. Meritorious people entered into military. One of the meritorious person, Napoleon, he rose to the ranks and he became the topmost head. Napoleon protected France, and people also trusted him. That is the fourth phase. He himself became, in the fourth phase, rise of Napoleon. When Napoleon became powerful, one day in 1804, he declared himself as monarch. Initially, he was part of directory. Now, he created a new consulate, a new kind of system he created. But in 1804, he removed all those systems and he declared himself as King of France, Emperor of France, Monarch of France. During his time period, Napoleon time period, he tried to reform the system. Politically, no feudalism, no feudal lords, no nobility, no priest, no clergy will get the positions. Everyone equal, equality. Equality. Hierarchy system he eliminated. Then economically, he created Bank of France. Loans are given. Irrigation facilities started. Lands, whatever taken during the revolution, allowed common people to keep it. But he gave the feudal lords, I will protect your life, not the land. Land is given to people. Now people started working on that. Trade promoted. He removed so many taxes and he made simplified tax, unified tax, so that trade also flourished. Economy flourished. Then society. He gave equality. He gave freedom of, when it comes to religion, freedom of religion. He told, officially French religion is Catholic Christianity, so that he can satisfy Pope. But within France, anybody can follow any religion, nobody will get persecutions. Equality, brotherhood, he promoted. Economy flourished. Military also became very strong. When coalitions came against France, he won the victories and he raised the feeling of nationalism. France as a nation, people got unified under the name of nationalism. Napoleon became a national hero. But he is having his own ambitions. After becoming successful internally, he wanted to rule entire Europe. Then he started invading the other countries. As a result, he started destroying the revolution, whatever he is the son of revolution. Revolution gave the opportunity for a very humble background person. Once he became the emperor, again he started following nepotism, his own brothers as administrators. Whoever praised him given the important positions. Once again, he also behaving like a absolute person, authoritarian person. As a result, all the neighboring kingdoms joined hands, another coalition was formed, Now this time they emerged victorious. He also committed some mistakes by challenging the nationalism of Spain. Spanish people fought against French. When he invaded Spain, Spanish people also fought against him. When he invaded Russia, his army, most of his army got destroyed because it is very cold. French army, grand army completely collapsed. Why he is touching Russia? Why he is going after Spanish main? He controlled entire Europe by 1807. In 1806, he even dissolved Holy Roman Empire also. Completely he shattered, he changed the map of the Europe. Everything came under him, but his ambition is very ambitious, but except this one. United Kingdom considered it is very powerful. He wanted to defeat even United Kingdom also, because France and United Kingdom traditional rivalries. When he wanted to invade, but his navy is not very strong. British army navy is very strong. That's why they were not able to. Napoleon was not able to defeat United Kingdom. He wanted to defeat economically. He started something called continental system. With the continental system, what is the meaning? He wanted to do economic war, trade war. He told every person within Europe should take his permission to import from United Kingdom. If I don't give permission, nobody should import any kind of export and import is completely banned. This is called continental system. Whoever violate, he is trying to punish his own people within Europe. That's where when Spain and Portuguese started violating, he wanted to punish them, but they only started fighting against the French army. When Russia violated, and Russian army, he wanted to invade Russia, and there his army completely vanished. When he was weak in 1815, new coalition started, and this coalition completely destroyed him. Once again, 1789, whatever dynasty was there, that's called Bourbon dynasty. Louis 16 was their Bourbon dynasty. In this Battle of Waterloo happened. In this, Napoleon was defeated, removed. All the people, Holy Roman Empire now gone, Austrian Empire, Germany, Austria, all these people came together and they installed 1789 dynasty, Bourbon dynasty revived. Almost for next from 1789 to 1525 years, it completely destroyed the old system. Feudalism, priest control, absolute monarchy, they're all completely under check during the French Revolution. Now he was defeated. Once again, they started imposing the old style of administration, but ideas were so strong, they were not able to stop the ideas. Already ideas spread to other areas. Even the French Revolution curtailed by the new coalition, but ideas were not able to be stopped, they spread. The impact is feudalism ended. Politically, it ended absolute monarchy for some time. Republic system experimented. Democracy experimented. Socially, equality, brotherhood. Religion, religious freedom they got. Economically, unified. Nationalism spirit increased. So, whatever we have seen in the American Revolution, similar kind of impact is going to come. Political. Republic, they tried. Democracy, tried. Liberalism, tried. When it comes to economic, simplified taxation. Capitalism, promoted. Social, brotherhood or equality. No feudal setup. Middle class got opportunity to enter into administration and economically powerful. Religion, secularism, state is different, religion is different. Religious freedom they got. International, European neighboring kingdoms also got affected. Spanish colonies got affected. South America, Spanish, Portuguese people are controlling South America. Now South America, there was a leader called Simon Bolivar. He also wanted liberty from Spanish colonies. American Revolution and French Revolution combinedly. Now you see, American Revolution inspired France. Now France is inspiring other people. In this way, both inspired other revolutions also. That's why there is a question how French Revolution and American Revolution laid foundation to modern world means. You have to write. This is what modern world means. When India got independence, this is the same thing. And they had their own constitution. They have even declaration of rights. Fundamental rights are given to them. Like American fundamental rights, French Revolution Declaration of Rights. Today, United Nations also having the Charter of Rights inspired from this only. Are you getting how powerful French Revolution and American Revolution? Napoleon has taken the ideas to France, outside France, like Italy, Germany, Austria, Poland, Russia, everywhere. For some time, he himself acted as authoritarian, but the ideas, some ideas which, most of the ideas he has taken to the other side were liberal ideas in comparison with their own monarchs. That's why the ideas of France spread like a wildfire. There was a Austrian chancellor, he used to say that whenever France sneezes, Europe catches cold. That means whenever something happens in France, immediately other people used to respond to that, and they also revolt against their own kings and queens. It became very big headache for the Europe later. That's we will see European revolutions 1830 and 1848 in the next video. All right, I hope it's very clear. Causes and consequences. So far we have seen from overview, Renaissance, Reformation, Enlightenment, Industrial Revolution, American Revolution also we have seen, French Revolution also we have seen in the chapter number 7. In next video, we will continue with European revolutions. Please follow the video. It's very, very important. Once you watch entire video, it's going to be very easy. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much.